Hey everyone, my name is Alex. I'm here with OK 4-Wheel Drive and we're going to be completing the Trans-New Jersey Trail. The Trans-New Jersey Trail is a 450-mile route that goes from the highest point here in northern New Jersey at High Point State Park all the way down south to Cape May, New Jersey to their lighthouse. So the whole trip kicks off in Sussex County, New Jersey. We're here at High Point State Park, which is rightfully the highest point in New Jersey. We're standing at 1,803 feet, and behind me you can see the monument. This monument was built in 1928, it was finished in 1930 and stands 200 feet tall. And the view up here is beautiful. So from the top you could take in 3 different states when you walk around the monument. If you look to the west, you can see the Delaware River, and then right behind that is Pennsylvania. If you look to the north, you can see all of New York State. And if you look to the east and south, you'll get more of New Jersey. So we were on Kerry Road. It's a through road, but as you saw, we got through that obstacle and came across a tree that was down. In the midst of getting through the obstacle, we forgot to turn on the microphone, but just a recap, we got through the obstacle. We threw some max tracks down just because the dirt was soft. We put the front locker on because that's where we were having trouble digging. Once we got through that, it was pretty good, but we didn't want to air down the tires because we only had 0.5 miles left on that road, so we knew we were going to air up shortly after. So we got through with the locker and some max tracks. Unfortunately, got turned around with the tree down and some power lines, so we just found a way around there, and we'll be back on the route in a couple miles. So right now we're going through the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. It's a recognized road, so we're just taking our time going through. So we are pulling into Spruce Run now. This is where we're going to be spending the night. We just did 131 miles today. Took us a good chunk of the day. We're rolling in now. It's 5:30. We started at 8 with filming and everything. It took some time, but we're going to go set up camp, get some dinner cooking, and enjoy the night. All right, we're on day 2 of the Trans-New Jersey Trail. We just woke up, had some breakfast, packed up the truck. Our goal for today is to make it down to Brendan Byrne State Park. We had a great night here last night. First cold night we had in New Jersey here. You could tell that fall's coming. So we're gonna hit the road and see what we come across today. So we're making our way through Delaware County right now. We're calling it horse country since everything we pass is just these beautiful horse stables. We just went through a really cool old covered bridge. We're making our way. We're making pretty good time. We got out of camp at 8:30 and we'll get down to the Pine Barrens hopefully while the sun's still up. So right now we are at what's called the Poor Man's Safari. We are on the outside of Six Flags Great Adventure. We are actually trying to see if we can get a peek at any of the animals inside the safari. So we're gonna see what we can find. Look at those horns.
I'm surprised they actually have a road this close.
I know. we just got done with the Poor Man Safari, and it definitely didn't disappoint. We saw some ostriches, some giraffes from a safe distance. It's really cool that this is part of the New Jersey Trail. We're really thankful for who put it together. Tonight we're staying at Brendan Burns State Park. We hear that there's a lot of good legal trails to go have some fun on, so we're really looking forward to that. We might hit some of them tonight depending on what time we get into camp. And if not, it's going to be a big day tomorrow, just having fun, seeing what the Pine Barrens have, and then get down to the lighthouse. So right now we're just outside of Brendan Burns State Park, where we're going to be spending our second night. We're about 260 miles into the route out of the 450. So that kind of brought us to this debate. Right now we're only averaging about 20 miles per hour, which means we're going to be in the truck for another 16 to 18 hours depending on the route and how fast we can go. Given what we've just been on, all these sand and dirt roads, we know we're not going to be traveling that fast, but without being sure, we have to adjust our plan. And like every good adventure, there's going to be a hiccup, and it's just a matter of adapting to that hiccup. So we've decided that tomorrow morning we're going to jump on the highway, get down to Moores Beach, and then get to Cape May from there. That's going to give us enough time to get down to the state park while there's some daylight, finish what we've started, and complete this trail. That being said, we've got off the phone with some locals and found some really cool trails that we're going to go check out. We have a little bit of daylight left today, so we figure rather than sit in our campsite and just kind of sulk about it, we're going to go out, see some cool stuff, and film it. We were able to salvage our day. Even though we're not going to get the whole route, we're still going to get down to Cape May tomorrow, tap the lighthouse. It's been a really fun trip so far. We're almost 300 miles in, and we've had a blast the whole time. So it's day 3 of the Trans-New Jersey Trail. We had a great night last night at Brendan Burns State Park. I definitely recommend going back. We could have spent the entire weekend just in that state park alone. The amount of trails that are in there that are legal, you could have such a good time in there. Just there's obstacles, there's berms. Huge shout out to the guys that helped us find some trails yesterday. They were awesome. So today we are back on the route. Like we mentioned yesterday, we had to make the call and kind of skip a chunk of it just with the amount of time that we have for the trip and the amount of ground we were covering. We just have to dissect the route a little bit and just shorten it so it would work for us and the time we have. But we're back on the route. We're going to hit some key spots today. We'll probably be down by the lighthouse around lunch, and can't wait to get down there. The trip has been awesome so far. So by now I'm sure a few of you are wondering what app we're using for this route. We're using an app called LeadNav. It's a GPS app that you can upload pre-built routes, and it'll give you turn-by-turn directions the whole way. Every turn on a dirt road, it's right there when you need it. We're going to put a link in the description to the route that we're using. It can also be found on overlandbound.com. It's an overland forum, and it's very detailed. The route was up to date about trees down and stuff like that in the thread, so it's been super helpful. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about doing this route yourself and the idea of building the route is a little overwhelming, I highly recommend using Leon's route. It's been super helpful. We had to take a quick stop because we just got to the beach, so we know we're getting close. So we figured we'd get out, stretch our legs for a minute, and we're getting excited now. We know we're getting towards the end of the route. We're here, we're pulling into the lighthouse now. 450 miles of the Trans-New Jersey Trail. Took a little shortcut just based on time, but we're super pumped to have gotten here. It was awesome. The trip was super fun. The Pine Barrens were definitely the highlight of the trip. We're gonna go check out the beach, check out the lighthouse, and then head home. We still got to get all the way back up, back to High Point where we're from, so we still have 3.5 hours worth of driving. So the route was super fun. The views were great. The whole route is definitely gonna take 3 days. The sights you see are awesome. The back roads in New Jersey are definitely worth seeing. We would have never seen half of those roads if we didn't take this trip, so we're super pleased with the whole trip. Huge shout out to OK Four Wheel Drive, Leon with the route. Thank you for being a part of it. We'll put the route in the description. If you like the video, please subscribe. We're going to be doing a whole lot more of this stuff on OK Four Wheel Drive's site. Thanks for watching.